Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for clicking on today's video. So today I am updating you on my $160 nails, and I made a couple of videos about this, and previously you guys saw this nail video that I posted. I got my nails done in Korea and they honestly fell apart the day after. I came home and honestly all of them started to chip because of the film. It started to lift. So I just wanted to show you, even my thumb, this finger I got redone. So if you guys watched the nail vlog, I actually got this one redone the day after because this thumb peeled off, and lo and behold, a piece of it did peel off. I do work a lot with my hands, but needless to say, I spent $160. A ton of you guys said it wasn't worth it. I completely agree with you. I don't disagree with you. I don't think anyone should spend that kind of money on nails, but again, I'm like a nail vlogger, so this is just what I do. So I thought I would show you guys how I fixed it at home with my polygel system that I got from Amazon by the brand McCart. I'm just taking the file that came with the set, and I love these nail files. I'm actually on the hunt for a good, honestly, these exact ones on Amazon as well. I think I'm just gonna buy a pack of them, but I'm just erasing the top layers of the gel nails, and it kind of like broke my heart as I was scratching this away because I just saw like literally coins were flying away like dust off of my fingers. That's like how I felt because it was such an expensive nail job and it didn't even last me like a solid 2 weeks, which just kind of stinks. But you guys know this process. You just shave off the top layer, and then you can either soak with a 100% acetone covered in tin foil or aluminum foil, or you can just completely file it off, but just be very, very careful not to file the actual nail plate. Then I'm going in with the base gel by McCart, and I really did like the way that the nail tech in Korea did the application. She took the most thin layer of product every single time she went back to the nail. So I really appreciated that technique, and I thought that I would apply that to my technique as well and just take all the layers in really, really thin layers. And now I'm really self-taught, to be honest, and I know there's a lot of nail techs out there who watch my videos, so please don't criticize. It's just me like learning, honestly. So I take this much, about this much of polygel, and polygel to me is really a really affordable and really durable way to get extension nails at home. This one is in the white color, and I wanted to first do an ombre effect. That's what I was really going for, but I realized that the sheer kind of color that I had in my set wasn't opaque enough to cover up the bottom of my nail, if that makes sense. So we have such an opaque white, and it just didn't look amazing together. So I actually ended up just doing kind of a glitter from the cuticle to the tip, kind of. But as you can see, I'm taking the brush and dipping it in 70% isopropyl alcohol. I heard that using 90% is better. I'm just trying to get through my bottle, and then I'll probably use 90%. But I am making sure that I'm not getting any product underneath my nails, because that is just the worst when you cure a layer of polygel that's too thick, that covers underneath your nail and above your nail, and it's just the worst. So take your time. I obviously sped this up, but I'm flattening it out. I'm really pressing it around and pulling it back towards the cuticle like I am here is a really helpful way to make sure you're evenly getting the product out. And I just checked the back of it, cured it in the light, and now, as I was telling you earlier, I'm using this kind of natural pink color from McCart. Again, this all comes in the set with the brush tip applicator that I'm using and the file and everything. And I was trying to do an ombre effect here, and I probably could have built it up, but I found that the pink that I was using was just a little too sheer, and I didn't really like the look, so I decided to just top it with some glitter. So I'm actually just covering my cuticle with this, and you just want to make sure that the ridge is really smooth. A lot of you guys ask me how long these nails last me, and they last me honestly like 2 weeks, but I get bored of my nails really easily, so I do like to change it up. But they could probably last you longer. Now this glitter comes with the McCart set, which I will leave a link to down below, but I just take a nail file and some isopropyl alcohol. I kind of remove the residue and I file the nail shape. So I file over the nail bed and just really smooth it over so that it's not like super ridgy or bumpy or just kind of ugly. I really like a smooth, thin look. And because this is my natural short nails, there's no real apex necessarily that you need to have because you're not extending the nail out any further artificially. So as you can see, I'm just taking the glitter and I'm packing that towards the cuticle. I really liked this look actually. I found that I was so much happier with the way this came out than the actual like original holographic nail, to be honest. In person, it actually looks gorgeous. The color of McCart, I've heard, is like the clear is very clear. It's the most clarity, like clear polygel that you can find on the market on Amazon, and the white is super opaque and bright. So the colors are really amazing, but the product itself is very sticky, which is a downside. I really want to try some of the other brands that Amazon offers, but I'm just using the top coat to cover it up. And because the glitter can be kind of ridgy, you want to do like a top coat and then kind of shave it off again. That's what works for me. I don't know if that's right, but then just pack it back on with the base gel and kind of just redo the process. I did the same process on my ring finger, as you can see. This has lasted me honestly, like a full week. I did it when I got back, and yeah, my nails look awesome, and I really love the way that they turned out. Now let's move on to this ring finger on my right hand. As you can see, this one just completely was demolished, but also I picked at it, so that's my bad. But again, like, how could you not pick at something that's like lifted completely from the tip of your nail? Do you know what I mean? So I actually ended up having to cut this nail because she actually filed, I don't know if it was my fault, but it was really thin, and pretty much I got a little bit of a break going vertically down my nail. So I just actually clipped off the crack of my nail, and then I just shortened it down, and it looks kind of uneven with the rest of my nails, but it's okay with me. And for this nail, I didn't really have any idea of what I wanted to do to design it. For me, again, I'm not this crazy nail art designer. I just like simple but cute, pretty looking nails. So I'm taking that clear polish again, and because of how short my nail is right now, using this product is actually really difficult on short nails. I find I used way too much polygel, number one, in this finger. Like, I'm just going to say that now. It's too much polygel. I ended up having to pull away a lot of the polygel and just kind of wiping it off on my cotton pad. And again, as you can see, the alcohol allows the polygel to just kind of slip and slide and be more malleable while you're working with it. So you want to make sure that you pull off any excess product, which I had a lot of excess product. You don't want a thick, short nail. That is just like the worst and the ugliest thing. Do you see how thick that is? You don't want it to be that thick when you're working with a short, natural nail bed. And so I pulled off a lot of the product. I then ended up just kind of patting my brush over the product, pulling it and working it until I found that it covered my whole entire nail plate. Also just pulling away at my cuticles and just kind of wiping the side of the brush against my cuticles and pulling off any product underneath my nail and everything like that. And then I'm just taking some base gel, coating my entire fingernail, and then I'm actually just doing this glitter, again, that comes with the polygel McCart kit, and covering my entire nail with it. And I actually really love the way this looks. If I didn't have to cut the length, I think it would have been a lot prettier, but I'm actually really happy with the way this came out. I took another coat of base gel after I cured it in the light for 60 seconds, and then did another coat of the glitter. And I'm not afraid to actually take the brush and touch my actual nail plate, because again, it's already layered in glitter, so it doesn't really ruin anything or pick anything up. And then I just cover it with the top coat, and I just can't get over how pretty my thumb looks. I really like the way that it looks, like my thumb versus my ring finger, if we're comparing the two of these two nails. But here's the original photo again of what my nails used to look like. Again, they were really pretty, and I'm wearing rings here, and it was with cuticle oil and everything, so keep that in mind. And then here, this is fresh off of what I just finished doing. You can't really see a big difference because the color scheme is really similar still, and I still have a lot of the original nails on my fingers. But I just wanted to show you how I would fix it at home, just to make sure that my manicure looks like it lasted and it goes well with, my whole theme. And again, you can see my thumbnail. My index finger on my my right hand, I did myself too, and because I was using my left hand to do my right, you can see how thick it came out. I hate this nail so much, and I can't wait till it grows out a little bit so I can just shave it all off. But you can see on my left hand how much thinner it is, how much prettier it is, and more natural looking. This finger is just so rigid and bulky, and you can see that this index finger on my left hand, it kind of bulks up and kind of creates a ridge when it starts to grow out on my left hand. And that's a fingernail that I got done at the salon, and it's just a really thick kind of gel product. So just showing you the difference in different angles of my nails, but that's my entire video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more nail videos from me. I make videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!